Looks like it might be diorama time again. So let's explain this one real quick. So I've built 5 dioramas so far over the course of the better part of the year. And it's went from pretty terrible, being held together by popsicle sticks, to not too bad. The last one, of course, was in the videos that I made a few weeks ago. So 2 of them I've sold on eBay and made pretty good money off it. Didn't really mean to, but I was pressured by a friend. Not pressured, but convinced by a friend of mine to say, hey, you can make money off that. And I started looking online, and motherfuckers do be killing it with their designs and money. So I thought, well, let me throw some on there. So I made some ones that I thought were pretty good for, considering me, and made good money. It paid for some personal stuff, paid to get a passport, paid to buy some more toys, all that shit. So I get a message on eBay, and it's from somebody, and they asking if I do commission work, and I'm like, I have no idea, I don't fucking know. So what do you want? And so it just starts talking, and we kept talking about it, and then so now here we are. Now I'm drawing up a design for this person, and seeing if maybe you could turn this into something, make some money off it. Who knows? Long story short, looks like it will be some more videos on building my next diorama. It'll probably be jumping around. I don't know if I'll do it daily, but as this whole concept of the Everyday Toys is a documentary of a year in my life, and a year into diving into the nerd culture and buying toys, selling toys, getting fucking pissed that I can't find toys, and whatever else comes along with being a fucking nerd. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it'll completely bomb. I don't know if I'll lose contact, or I don't even know if this guy will like go or girl. I think it's a guy. The way he talks, it sounds like a guy. But I have no idea what will happen going forward. But like I said, it's a documentary. I just want to document it. Moving forward, here's what I came up with. Drew up the design for it, the diorama, which is, I had a couple of them already, but this is the one that I came up with right here. So it's supposed to be kind of like, it does look like a W, but it's basically like if you had some folders stuck together. Actually, it would be sort of like this, but even. That's not really like it at all either. So it's like one, like that, one like that, and then that, and like that. You get it? So what I'm thinking is that, so this would be the base right here, but in theory it would be 2 big ass pieces, right? So it would hold it into place, so they would follow the last concept of how it was, or the last diorama concept how it was, where it sticks in, so there's none of that magnetic crap to keep it standing up. What the guy wants is that it's going to be a base for, or like a display base for a Spider-Verse. So all the Spider-Man figures that he has. I, at this point, have no idea how many toys he's actually talking about, but if it's anything like how I have, we're talking 3 to 4 lines of spider heroes that are going to go on there. So maybe 15, something like that, 10 or 15, depending on what he has or what he wants. Maybe he's got all the old ones too, which is even more, way fucking more. We got to think, we got to keep it in the lower, I can't think of the word. We got to think, we got to keep it in a good, good space. It can't get too big because, I do eventually would have to ship this to wherever he is at in the world, and you got to think, price point and what have you. So, like I said, it's gonna stick in, but I think it'll be with these. Maybe, hopefully, it'll stick all together, but if not, it'll be magnets. So I won't do a miter cut and have it all together, or maybe I will. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea where it's going so far. But faux windows over here and there, and I kind of want to do displays that are going to be here and here, just kind of wrap around. So that maybe would be kind of a miter cut situation. So maybe we would have to have those stuck together. I don't know at this point. But I did want to actually kind of have it together, because his huge thing was he wanted like a Spider-Man and and a Spider Gwen kind of standing together, and then everyone else just kind of around. So this is just like the general idea, not definitely just the final sketch or anything like that, but that's kind of what it would be like. And then maybe down here put like a little fire escape or something like that. And then of course it would be a brick. That's kind of like where you see all that shit right there. It'd be a brick feel to it. So what you want to think is that it's like two buildings next to each other, not like a twin tower thing, but like a little more connected. But that's kind of like how it would be. So maybe just like have a 2 and 2, so they can stand next to each other. Might be kind of cool too. And we could eliminate then that break. We could break that up right there. Less of a weight towards everything. But so that's today's video, just pretty much talking about the beginning stages of this, and we'll see what that guy says. We'll come back to it when we have an answer.